How to use the Edge Browser 2018, Part 2, Edge Browser Functions. This video describes the Edge browser functions that can be executed from the browser window. I will discuss them top to bottom, then left to right on the window. This clip shows how to open the playlist for a video, but please note the clip was prepared for a different video. The steps are the same for the video you are watching. This video is in a playlist. You should watch the videos in order from the playlist. To open the playlist, hover over the video window and click the circled eye in the upper right corner. Then click the playlist pop-up. Parts of these videos were prepared for an earlier Edge version. Please ignore minor differences in the windows. This is the name of the currently open web page. This is the X that would close the tab the current page is open on, but since there's only one tab open, it will close the window. This is the button to add another tab. Then you can navigate to whatever web page you want for this new tab, and I will just use CNN. Now we have two tabs open. The advantage of tabs is you can switch back and forth instantly between them by just clicking their names on that tab line. You can add as many tabs as would fit on this line. You can close them individually. If you hover over a tab, you'll see the X box, and you could close that tab by clicking the X. Once you have more than one tab open, you can rearrange their order in the top of the window by simply clicking and dragging the tab title. You can also change a tab to an independent window by simply clicking and dragging the tab down on the window. Now I have two completely independent windows open, one on what was the rightmost tab and the other one was the leftmost tab. Now they're open on independent windows. And they have the advantage that you can resize them independently, you can put them side by side. It makes it very easy to compare two web pages, either two pages from the same website or two pages from different websites. To get rid of either one of the independent windows, just close it. The Edge browser has added two features to help you when you have opened a lot of tabs. These are opened in the upper left corner. Here's how they work. If you have several tabs open, you can click this symbol to remove them from your window. That switches to the new tab page in the browser. And you can then navigate and open additional tabs if you want. You can then restore the tabs you've saved by clicking the symbol here at top left. And here you can either restore one of the tabs that you saved, or you can restore a group of tabs that you saved. For instance, here are three tabs I saved before. I can restore one of them by clicking here. It didn't open it, but it restored it to the tab list on the window. I can also restore all the tabs that are in that group by clicking Restore Tabs. Going back, that set of tabs is gone, and you can look at other groups that you have saved and restore from those groups. If you want to get rid of a tab group that you previously saved, just click the X here. I find this feature a bit on the confusing side, so I don't really use it. The symbols here are the same as they are on all windows, and this would close the window, all the tabs on the window. This would maximize or unmaximize the window, and this would minimize the window. Its name would appear on the taskbar and it would disappear from the desktop. If you got to this page by clicking a link on a previous page, this arrow will put you back on that previous page. If you had already navigated from this page and then returned back to it with the back button, This arrow would put you back on that page after this page that you had navigated to. These are just moving you back and forth through your browsing history for the current session. This will refresh the current window in case it got a glitch somehow. This is the home button that we already discussed in the first video of the series. It puts you back on whatever web page you have defined for the home button. Clicking the star will save a favorite for the current web page in several places. Click it. You can save it in the favorites list or on the favorites bar, which is this bar right here, or in a folder called HP in the favorites, or in a folder called Links for United States, also in the favorites. I'm not going to save it. I'll have to select one to cause the options to appear, and then I'll just cancel. But I could click Add, and it would add a favorite to the current page into the favorites list. I'll just cancel it. I should mention the reading list is kind of a to-do list for today where you can put web pages in there that you want to go back to soon, that you don't necessarily want to keep forever, but for now you have a list of web pages you want to go to. It's unlike the favorites bar, which is a more permanent list of web pages that you want to visit frequently. This is kind of a temporary list of web pages you want to visit really soon. So if I click down here, I would shorten the name first. So it's CNN, so let's select the name. And let's just shorten it to CNN. And let's go ahead and add it to the reading list. Then I'll show you how to get to that later. If you click this one, it will let you look at favorites that you have stored in various places. So now, here's the favorites bar. That is this one. So if I click this, it will list the things that are on that bar, and there's only the one item, Amazon. Go back to favorites, just click the word favorites at the top. Bing isn't in a folder, it's just a favorite, so it's in the favorites list. There is a folder called HP in the favorites list, and you can put things in that folder when you click that star button up here. And likewise, there's a folder called Links for United States that you could put it in also. So those are your options there to save in the favorites. You can also save in the reading list, and there's that one item that we just put in the reading list, the CNN page. So again, these are things that it's just kind of a to-do list. So what you do is you'd open it, and then at some point you might want to go back and get rid of it from the reading list, and you get rid of an item here just by right-clicking it, selecting Remove. I'll go ahead and remove that one. Another item up here is the history. It will show you your browsing history. Last hour, all kinds of things. It lists all the pages you've been to, basically, and you can scroll down through the list and see how you access them. The purpose is you might want to return to a page you've been on before, so you locate the entry in the list, and then you click it, and that opens that page again. Downloads shows you a list of the downloads that you've done recently that you haven't cleared from this list, and you do have that option here. Clearing the list doesn't clear the items from where they're stored in a computer. It does erase this list. You can make this window go away by just clicking the X box here. Clicking this symbol will let you make a note on the current web page. It's not obviously saving the note on the web page itself on the internet. It's making a note, lets you make a note on a copy in your computer that you're looking at right now. So for instance, you can click this one and actually draw on the web page. You can click this one and type a text message on the web page. And then there are ways that you can share this modified web page elsewhere. You could put it on you could save it on a flash drive or in your computer somewhere. You could share it with a program called OneNote. You could click Mail. I don't do my email through Windows, I do it through Gmail, so I'm really not familiar with this particular feature. I find this of limited usefulness. You can mark up the web page and you can save it, but I'm not really sure why you'd want to do that. Let's get rid of this screen. I don't want to click to close, I want to click Exit to get rid of this particular feature. So let's click Exit. Now we're back on our main Edge screen, the main Edge window on the current tab that we have open. And again, if you want to close this tab and go back to the previous tabs, you can just click this X and close a single tab. Okay, this symbol is the sharing symbol, and that does let you, again, lets you share the web page you're on through this program called OneNote. That's a Microsoft program, I believe, or through this mail feature they have, but again, I don't use that feature. Click off that window to close it. Now the ellipsis lets you access a lot of different functions. Before we do, let me make sure that I have described this line, and this is the favorites bar. And again, if I want to add things to this bar, it's kind of a permanent point to put favorites on that you're going to be using a lot. And for instance, let me open a pointer to the Dow Jones, and let's say I want to put that on the favorites bar. So again, I click the star, I click the favorites symbol if it's not already selected. I'm going to just call this the Dow. That's much too long a name. And then I'm going to create it on the favorites bar, not in the favorites file. So I select favorites bar, and then I click Add. Now the current web page favorite appears right here. And that will stay there until you get rid of it by right-clicking it and saying Remove. Next time you turn on your computer, it'll still be there in the Edge browser favorites bar. Remember, this is just for the Edge browser that we're in. You can rearrange the order of favorites in the favorites bar by dragging them back and forth. Thanks for watching this Tom's Tech Notes video. If you liked this video, please click like. There are 250 videos on the channel. Please click subscribe and select notifications to receive an email when I add videos to the channel. To visit the channel, search for TOMSTDA.